Hey everybody, welcome to Vegans Talking Shit. I'm Joey.
I'm John.
I'm Vanessa.
For this episode, we're going to continue our discussion about what we discussed during the episode Goals and Hopes for 2025. In part one of the episode, we went over the goals, and John and Vanessa talked about their trip to Canada, an amazing trip. I'm very jealous. And so for this one, we're going to focus primarily on the goals. But first, there's something I want to mention that I forgot to mention. John and Vanessa and I had a bit of a gift exchange last night, Christmas gifts, and they got me Lindt chocolates, and they're amazing. So for all of you who are going to be jealous, I'm going to have one right now because I'm in the mood for...
You'd be jealous too because we don't have any more.
Did we eat them all? We finished them today? Oh,
So
geez.
good.
Those are very good.
It is not super delicious. I know that we have the bars in the supermarkets around here, but it is not the same. This they call it like truffle. How they call this? Truffle, no?
Truffle, I think.
Yeah, like that.
Is that the first one you had, Joey? Just now?
No. I mean, like, no. This is the first bag is gone.
At least he likes his gifts.
I was watching Stranger Things, just eating. I ate a whole bag, so one bag is gone already.
Did you like more the dark or the other one?
I like the dark better. Yeah,
I like the dark better,
which is good because you got me 2 bags of the dark.
Yeah, that's the only. There is the only 2 types that they have.
Okay.
But to tell you, is my favorite chocolate so far.
Yeah.
So far. All the chocolates I tried from vegan ones was already my favorite before, when I was not vegan. In Brazil, is insane expensive. So yeah. I used to get some of them when I used to travel for work outside of the country. I got few of them. And I always like, it's only one this week. Next week, another little ball.
Yeah.
And after I became vegan, I was so sad because my favorite was gone. My favorite chocolate I could not eat anymore. So when they launched these ones, I was so happy. But still hard to get because you cannot order online.
Right.
You have to go in their store, and we don't have any store around us. So.
It's funny how everyone who knows me seems to know to get me junk food for Christmas. My brother got me a whole box of the vegan Reese's peanut butter cups, and like 6 or 7 packs of vegan beef jerky. And he got me some,
I didn't even know they had those. Are they good?
Yeah. Well, it depends on the brand. I'm not a fan of the Beyond jerky. I think it's way too tough. Yeah. But there's oh my God, why am I forgetting the name? It's my favorite. I have to get up and get it. Sorry, guys. But it's not the Beyond. It's
What happened to Bob, by the way? What'd you do to him?
He's just sleeping. He's just sleeping like a baby. He's a baby.
Louisville.
He sleeps like that all day long when I'm working on the computer. He's just laying here and sleep with me.
So this is Louisville vegan jerky, General Tso's. This is maple bacon jerky made from, all these are made from soy.
Wow.
And smoky Carolina barbecue.
I need to try those.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Why you are not making videos eating this stuff and give me a review for?
I think it's better and more interesting if a non-vegan does it. If a non-vegan eats, I mean, if I'm eating it, I'm clearly gonna love it. But I mean,
but you can compare. People. Our social media is basically us eating. So
actually, you're right. That seems to be like God. Whenever John eats food, it goes freaking viral.
Everybody, no, I think everybody likes seeing people eating food. That's kind of like interesting.
That's a valid point.
I need you more eating food because you are being not so much in the social media.
You're right. You're right. Every now and then I make contributions, like when my friend Shane had his first Impossible Burger. But you're right. When I eat food, I should record it.
Get recorded these junks because I never saw them before. So maybe many vegans didn't know that they exist.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if a lot of vegans would want vegan beef jerky, but I mean that company has been around for.
Oh, I think a lot of them would, especially the ones like I was a big meat eater before I was.
Yeah. This one's been around since 2012.
Yeah. Wow.
I always thought this stuff was kind of like gross, guys. Sorry.
I want to try it. So if you see some at the supermarket,
I would agree. I thought it would be gross, but then I tried it and I loved it.
You love it?
So, yeah. So yeah, and one of these flavors I've never had. So so that way I can record a video of me trying a new flavor that I'd never had before.
Okay.
It's General Tao's is good. I mean, I've had General Tao's chicken back in the day and General Tao's fake chicken. It's got like almost like a barbecue sauce, right, Joey? You've had it at
I don't know.
You've had it at Chinese places, haven't you? Like General Tao's. Yeah,
I think I had it at PF Chang's, maybe.
It's like a sweet, tangy, barbecue-ish kind of. It's good.
Okay, good to know.
I'll try order for you, John. Probably on Amazon I can find it.
Okay. You're gonna have some too.
You try, I promise you.
Great.
Okay, so let's go over. We already went over some of the goals. Let's go over the hopes that we made in 2025 and see how they went. One of them was I was hoping to see the perfect vegan cheese. Now, Vanessa, when I made that statement, you then had me try some of the Brazilian vegan cheese, and I remember them being fantastic. I don't think they've come to the US yet. I think that the US still has the same vegan cheese from the last few years. There's BioLife, there's Dia, whatever.
Yeah, they're not good.
Well, Rebel is very good. Have you had Rebel?
I don't think I have.
Rebel is very good, and that's kind of been on my radar recently. Actually, Rafi spoke about Rebel on the podcast, I believe.
Okay.
They have it in. Rebel was on Shark Tank, actually.
Really?
And Mark Cuban invested in them.
I
believe it was Mark Cuban, or maybe it was the woman, not the real estate one, but the other one. Anyways, yeah, Rebel's a pretty famous one. It was on Shark Tank, so and it's very good. They have it at True Vegan. They have it like in the they sell it there. They sell it at some other stores. It's very expensive, but it's good.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a Mark Cuban fan because as a Miami Heat fan, him being a former owner of the Dallas Mavericks, he was an incredibly sore loser who to this day says that Dwayne Wade had some favors from the refs in the 2006 NBA Finals that the Dallas Mavericks should have won, but the refs wanted Dwayne Wade to win. And so the refs gave the Miami Heat the 2006 championship, and he still makes that claim. So F Mark Cuban, can't stand him. I take that back. I won't say that. As it relates to his being a sore loser for the Miami Heat, he's done and said some things I agree with. So I'll just say, as it relates to his being a sore loser for the NBA Finals, I do not like that man. But I guess he isn't so bad with the other stuff. Okay, sorry, tangent. Okay, so vegan cheese, I don't think there's been a lot of progress. I do think that there's hope because, Vanessa, the Brazilian cheese brands that you had me try were great. But I don't think there's anything here that's really changed my mind. I mean,
I just thought of something funny. There was a woman yesterday that was at our meetup. We had a vegan meetup yesterday that was quite successful at a restaurant called Origami.
Yes.
And it's in Weston, Florida, which isn't too far from us. Great restaurant.
Yeah.
And there was a woman that was at the meetup that wasn't vegan. You probably knew who she was, Joey, because she was kind of like to the left of me, a couple down. You hadn't seen her before, and she's really. I don't remember her. Yeah, next to Value.
Oh, does she have the dark curly hair?
Yes.
Yes,
She's
super
trying to be
friendly.
vegan, and this was like her first meetup. And she told me, she's like, if I could just find a replacement for goat cheese, I think I'd get there.
I've seen vegan goat cheese. I don't know if it's good. I've never had it, but I have seen it at Whole Foods, a vegan goat cheese.
I never had two. You know whom I have that was good? I don't have her contact, but I can look it for. The place is like a handmade in the coconut grove area, I think. That has that market close to where, oh my god, I forgot the name of the restaurant we used to go there.
Minty
That's
Z.
close. Minty Z, yeah. That woman has like a good cheese. The I bought a gorgonzola for her. Was really really good. I like it. Was gorgonzola or no? It was brie. The brie was pretty good. Maybe
Oh,
you should give it.
the one that David always talks about, right?
Yes, yes. She might
I
have.
feel I feel like there's a lot of good cheeses out there, Joey. They're just not mass produced.
They're
Possibly,
kind of
yeah.
like all handmade. Yeah.
They're in
And
these
maybe-
farmers markets, and they're not easy to find.
Maybe it's better to replicate real cheese, or easier to replicate real cheese when it isn't mass produced. Because when it is mass produced, you have to throw in these chemicals that make it, last longer. They have to
Longer.
throw in these preservatives. Whereas if they can do it with, real ingredients, and not have to add in all these preservatives and whatever else they would have to add, maybe that's what's, I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm looking up Rebel cheese right now to see what grocery stores they're in, because
Yeah.
I want you to.
I don't think they are in grocery stores. I think they are like the chunk, kind of like some small stores, small vegan place, or online. You can order online, but when you order online, you order a big amount.
Rebel
So
cheese.
yes, I have I'm planning to order again. In general, I love cheese, and in general, I have a hard time to find a good cheese like you, Joey. Is not there. That's the
Right.
point. The one or the ones I found in Brazil was pretty close, but still not like a regular cheese.
Yeah.
And I remember I don't know if you guys have heard about a kind of like it's a goat cheese from Portugal that called Serra da Estrela. It's super famous all over the world. And when I went there, I went to this place to get this cheese. This is many years ago, 2013, and I never had something so delicious. And I kind of like hope to find vegan cheese like that, but I didn't find it.
Yeah. And the thing is, how often do you hear from non-vegans, oh, I'd love to go vegan, but cheese, I love cheese, I could never
all
give
the
up.
time.
All the time. That's
Right?
like the main one I hear. And by the way, I'm looking right now. It's not in grocery stores, but it is all through Miami. They sell it at Plantisserie.
Plantisserie, yeah.
They sell it at Miami Cheese Shop, wherever that is.
Never
They
heard of
sell it at Love Life Cafe. And they sell it at Chev Miami, wherever that is.
But is Rebel cheese, is it like the fancy cheese only? Because I like just mozzarella cheese shreds and maybe sliced.
It's the fancy cheese only. It's not cheap.
Okay.
It's
Pretty fancy.
very expensive. Yeah.
I mean, fancy cheese is great, but sometimes I just want, my shredded mozzarella on a bagel, Yeah.
Well, you can order it online.
Right.
Yeah, go to their website. There's 536 locations in the United States that you can buy it.
Okay.
In Florida, it looks like at least by us, they are, at restaurants where they might have like a fridge where they sell some specialty stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, before I was even vegan, I wasn't big on fancy cheese. I think Gouda is the fanciest cheese that I liked. I was never into brie or any of that stuff, not even goat cheese. I was just, give me a slice of American cheese on my burger kind of guy. And half Italian America, I needed mozzarella cheese. You can put it on anything, Love me some mozzarella cheese. So a vegan mozzarella.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. But I like cheese. I used to like cheese in any form of them.
Yeah.
It was one of the last stuff I stopped eating. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
So continuing the list, one of the things that we talked about was lab grown meat. We would love to see lab grown meat become affordable. Now, not only did that not happen, but our esteemed governor, Ron DeSantis, he said that it's banned in Florida. Lab grown meat is banned in Florida, which is so stupid.
in Italy,
And Italy. Well,
Wow. The entire country of Italy?
yeah.
Wow.
Well, the entire country of Italy is basically Texas.
As big as Florida.
It's like a state.
yeah. So yeah.
Sorry, I didn't try being me. It's just it is a small country. So when you say, you know.
Yeah, for sure. So lab grown meat, Vanessa, I know that that's something you're very interested in because of your cats. You would love to be able to not give your cats animal products because unfortunately cats have to have meat. They are carnivorous. With dogs, not so much, but with cats, definitely. So lab grown meat would be the perfect solution. And I think that if lab grown meat, if there were no stigma, and now you get people who are so stupid, if there's a vaccination that could save their lives, they might say no just because they'll come up with some conspiracy bullshit. This is the
but
world
they are
we live
saying yes for Monjaro, Ozempic to lose weight. You know, to be fit, because some people that doesn't really need as a medical condition, they are really getting these from like a second hands, just to lose weight. But if it's a vaccine that someone studied for, no, that's not going to take.
I could go on for 20 minutes about this, but then obviously this would become political, and I'm not. I did enough of that last week, so that's enough of that. Not last week. The week before, my solo episode. But yeah, the lab grown meat thing, I hope it becomes affordable. I would love for it to be affordable, and I would definitely try it, but I don't know if we're any closer, and definitely not in Florida. I can see someone like a restaurant in Portland maybe giving it a try, making it like a boutique thing, like for $500 have a lab grown steak. Maybe I would try that.
Made a big investment. Leo DiCaprio?
He did?
He made a big investment in the lab grown meat. I think it was last week.
Interesting. Okay.
John can search for us. John is a good searcher. He can search.
I'm doing it right now.
But yeah, I saw some vegan news about he made like a big investment in a company that produces lab grown meat.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. I was happy about that, but I don't know if I would try, not because it's made in lab, just because I don't crave meat anymore.
Well, I remember when I listened back to that episode, Goals and Hopes for 2025, you specifically pointed out that if you do have the lab grown meat, that means you're going back to eating cholesterol, and you're right. Because right now I'm not consuming any cholesterol, none of the bad cholesterol anyway, because I do consume avocado oil, and I think the good cholesterol is in that. But as far as the bad cholesterol, that's going to be in the meat.
I think the bad cholesterol, I am sure, just come from animal products.
Yeah.
So even though saturated fat is not good, can cause other kind of issues, but I think cholesterol is only from animal products.
That's exactly true. No, you're right. Yeah, if you ever buy a vegan product, if you look at cholesterol, it'd always be zero.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Always, huh?
Always. It's only from the animal products.
Yeah, so that's one of the things I always like to say. Like, I'm never one to push the health benefits of veganism, because I know a lot of it is kind of propaganda. That being said, the number one killer in the United States by far is heart disease.
Yeah.
And what's the number one cause of heart disease? Cholesterol.
So
one
cholesterol it's only from animal products, cholesterol?
Yes.
the bad cholesterol. Yeah.
The bad cholesterol. Yeah.
Right. So if you go vegan, if you have high cholesterol and you go vegan, you're fixing your cholesterol. And since the number one cause for heart disease is high cholesterol, you're saving lives, you know, not just animal lives, but your own. If you have, because genetically I have high cholesterol.
We don't talk about this enough, actually, because I didn't know that. It's just a word that's thrown around.
I just like search too much. Since we became vegan, I searched so much about food that I changed our completely diet, not only for being vegan, but only for being health, because I never really thought about anything before. I was just like surviving. I didn't have time enough also in the past to search about it.
Yeah.
Now I can't.
Yeah.
Now as a retiree, I can't search about it.
Yeah, because if you think about it, so you go vegan, you're no longer consuming cholesterol. And on top of that, because you're eating vegan, you're consuming more fiber. And fiber fights cholesterol. So your cholesterol plummets whenever you eat plant-based. So that's, and again, heart disease is the number one killer in the United States. So I'm not the one to say, hey, go vegan because it's going to cure your cancer. Your Parkinson's disease is going to go away. I'm not like that, because I know that's a lot of propaganda. But heart disease, that's some real shit. You're I'm not going to say you're 100% not going to get it, but your chances of getting heart disease plummet when you go vegan.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal.
By the way, DiCaprio invested in 2021 into two startups, a Dutch startup called Massa Meat, and another one called Alfie Farms.
I think last week that was something else, honey.
I literally just I asked them also last week, and they said there's nothing last week, but that's what ChatGPT is telling me. I could Google it too, but.
Well, I have my issues with DiCaprio, great actor, but I think that, you know, all of his bullshit about saving the environment is half-assed if he's not vegan himself. But the fact that, but
I disagree with you guys on that, by the way. But
go on, that is what you're here for, dude. Well, how do you disagree?
Because he's doing way more than most actors and actresses. His half-ass that you say it's half-ass, he's still getting to hundreds of millions of people.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
He's getting to more people than we are.
Yes.
But numbers-wise, he's doing a lot more for the vegan. He's doing a lot more for the vegan community than we are. Like, let's just say what it is. I mean, we're all 100% vegan. He's not, but you know. So I don't have my problems with it. Look at Bridget Bardot. Hold on. Bridget Bardot just died.
Yeah.
Vanessa, and I told Vanessa that today, and Vanessa said she already knew, and she said, oh, but she wasn't a vegan, she was a pescatarian. And I didn't know too much about Bridget Bardot. I saw a post. There was a guy that went on the vegan cruise with them, and it said, like, great lady. She was wonderful for the vegan cause. So I looked up her Wikipedia and all she did, and all I knew of her, she was a great actress back in the day, very pretty, and was, you know, that's all I really knew. Whether she was 100% vegan or not, she did so much for animal welfare. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So I just don't like doing that, especially with people who are celebrities, because they have such a wide audience. And I think anything is good for the vegan cause. No, for the vegan cause. When, like, DiCaprio, what's the food that we always get on airplanes, Vanessa, that we always bring?
Oh, the Hippeas.
Hippeas.
Oh, I love Hippeas. It's so good.
That's his company, right? Or he's a big investor in Hippeas. If no one's tried Hippeas, you non-vegans out there, vegans, whatever, Try them. They're very good.
Oh, the white cheddar.
They are basically what Cheetos were, but they're better than Cheetos. They're not as like, they don't get all the stuff on your hands as much, and they're just amazing, and they're 100% vegan. And they sell them in all the airports now.
They're made from chickpeas. It's healthier too. They have some protein also.
So
yeah, you make a valid point, John. You're right. And the fact is, if his investment into these lab-grown meat companies actually make them proliferate the market and drop the price and make it to where they are available, then yeah, I have to eat crow.
I like DiCaprio anyways, guys. Sorry.
Oh, he's a great actor. I just watched that movie.
I like more when he was 20.
Yeah. He was in that movie. I just watched One Battle After Another.
Was that good?
Directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. He directed Boogie Nights, which is a great movie. And Magnolia. Love Magnolia. Punch Drunk Love. But yeah, One Battle After Another. Really good movie. Very political. And I agree with the politics in the movie, even though I think they take things to extreme. But it's got an incredible chase scene at the end. That chase scene, because you've seen a million chase scenes in movies. It's like, what can you bring to the table nowadays with chase scenes? Because they're all good, but they're all the same. This chase scene, I've never seen anything like it before. And I loved it. DiCaprio's great in it. Sean Penn is great in it. Regina King is great in it. It's a great movie. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I had to talk about movies, and there you go. You threw in DiCaprio.
One more thing I want to say about lab-grown meat is, I think it's just too early right now. It'll get there because it's so early, because there's not enough investors. The prices are just too high still.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're looking at this thing to go, global, or to be in like, supermarkets, to be on every menu for, I don't know, a good number of years, maybe 5 years.
Yeah.
I think it's just too expensive. But once they can bring down the prices, I think this is the best way for the entire world to go vegan. Is the lab-grown meat.
I agree, if people are willing to shed whatever skepticism they feel or whatever fear.
What I think is going to happen in the future, and this isn't going to be 5 years, this could be 50 years, I don't know. But these big companies are just going to look at it and they're like, wait a minute, we can grow this meat a lot cheaper than having this cow there for 9 years or however long we have them, and this chicken and all that, with all the money that they have to keep the chicken and the.
It isn't sustainable.
It's not sustainable. But what is sustainable is for the technology and for money to be invested in lab-grown meat, and they can bring all those prices down. And it's just going to be a money thing. And then there's going to be a lot of skeptics. But you know what? The wool is going to be pulled over their eyes, just like it is now. They don't realize, they realize in the back of their head what's going on to these animals, that they're slaughtered, but they never see it. They might know one vegan, but they're just not going to know. They're not. It's going to be. They're going to slowly, I think, put it into our daily routine. This lab-grown meat. They're going to put all these reports out that it's better for your health.
Yeah,
and that they're not going to call it lab-grown either. They're going to call it something else.
Yeah, that would be smart.
Happen sometime in the future.
Future meat, you'll be the name. So
they're going to bring it down.
It would be amazing. Oh my God, for my mental health, sitting next to people eating like lab-grown meat, I'd be so happy.
I really think it'll happen, because what they're going to probably do is they'll be like, all right, you can get this lab-grown, or whatever they call it, the future meat, for $25, or you can get your old filet for $50.
Yeah,
there's going to be a point where people are like, we just can't afford it anymore.
Yeah, and in Star Trek, it's all lab grown, so they know what they're doing in Star Trek.
Star Trek, oh yeah.
They use a replicator. They use a food replicator, and it's like, poof, there's your hamburger. Okay, so the next goal, and this one is sad. Vanessa, because this was your goal,
Mm.
and that was to go and have dinner at 11 Madison in Manhattan. Not only did that not happen, but 11 Madison is no longer a vegan restaurant. That one was devastating.
That was. I still have a hope in my heart that he can switch back. You know, they once I want something that I'm seeing every single post that they are doing. They're not posting animal products. They're still posting only the veggies and
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
I didn't see any post. I can go look into because I may not like search 11 Madison, but I didn't stop following them. It was pretty funny because some of the activists that we see all the time, they went there. One of them that I like her, or I forgot her name now. She made a cake and went there like deliver a cake like in a joke way, like was pretty funny actually.
Yeah.
But I still following the 11 Madison because I still want to try their food because
Yeah.
everybody, even I watched videos when they convert and became vegan. I watch videos for people that have used to go there, they were not vegan, and they used to say that was even better than the vegan menu, and they were shocked and surprised because they are meat eaters and they thought we do not have a way to be a better food.
Yeah.
And he actually made. So I still want to try, but yeah, my disappointment was really big. But I also still hoping that if more people became vegan, start going again, maybe he will change again, go back, because. For example, the restaurant we went yesterday, she was clear to me. She put that 3 sandwiches that's non-vegan because she was not being able to pay the bills. Okay. So now she's making even. She's not really making money. But she said that every single person that arrived in the restaurant to take their kids to have the ice cream because they are lactose intolerant, they refused to eat their food when they discovered it was vegan.
Yeah.
Is now they take the kids to have the ice cream and have something and is helping her financial. But she was clear to me that her dream is being able to sell more vegan stuff and be able to pay the bills and make a little bit money to take them off the menu.
Yeah.
Because she don't want to keep them on the menu. So if all the vegans boycott and don't go, what's going to happen?
Yeah, they're gonna have to. He's gonna have to go vegan again.
Going to get there because they need to leave.
Yeah.
So I still hoping try 11 Madison. I still thinking that in his heart, he's still thinking about animals the way that he did. Maybe he has investors. We don't know. Maybe that's why he also couldn't come out and say, oh, this is a financial problem because this can hurt the image of the restaurant too, because it's a very famous restaurant. Nobody wants to go, these fancy people don't want to go in a broken restaurant. So maybe we don't know, maybe something behind, but he's still with in his heart thinking about animals as he used to.
Do you know if he's still vegan? Like, how about him?
Who?
The owner.
The owner.
I forgot it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
John, search.
I don't know his name. Okay.
Owner or chef of the 11 Madison. It's Daniel, no? It's Daniel? His name? Or no?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think so. Let's see. But there is another one that is 3 stars, Michelin. I think it's in London that they want to try.
In London, okay.
Maybe it's the goal for next year.
Yeah.
This is when I go to a sporting event when she goes to her $500 a plate dinner.
Yeah.
Or I go get a burger.
Get the burger, the entire a week so I can afford my dinner there.
I
Yeah.
can get like 20 burgers for the same price.
All right. So
I prefer one dish like that than 20 burgers. So
You know what was cool yesterday? We went to IKEA before our vegan meetup yesterday, and I knew they had it, but I hadn't been there in a while. They have vegan plant dog. They had
I had the meatballs there. Yeah,
they have the veggie. They had two different kinds of vegan hot dogs. One was like a veggie, and one was I can't remember what it was, but like there were two different kinds, and then they had the vegan meatballs too.
Yeah, the vegan meatballs that's the only thing I had, the vegan meatballs, and I thought they were delicious.
I wonder how many non-vegans are actually trying it there, because 99% of the people that go to IKEA are non-vegans.
When I went to IKEA to have the vegan meatballs, this was 2021. So if it's still there 4 years later, then it's got to be selling well.
yeah, I actually like them too.
They're good. Yeah,
they're very good.
And they're cheap. They're like $2. It's so cheap there.
Yeah. Go to IKEA.
But the chocolates, they don't have any chocolate that is vegan. All this, because they have like the entire chocolate session. I haven't read all that.
You don't have to buy anything at IKEA to go eat there, do you?
No.
I don't think so. No. It's a separate part of the store. Yeah. Yeah.
It's really cheap.
Yeah. And yummy.
Yeah, it's good. We should go there more often.
Yeah. I'm going to go down the list.
Stop you be at the IKEA restaurant.
Actually, yeah, we can do some social media clips.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We can meet up there.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Let's plan that. Like,
I'm serious. Let's do it. It'd be hilarious.
We'd have to figure out which IKEA though, because there are several.
Oh no, the one close to us.
Okay.
Yeah, the other one is Miami.
Well, there's the one in Doral also.
Oh yeah.
Dolphin Mall. It's right by Dolphin Mall.
There's 3 down here.
Yeah.
Wow. It's little Brazil. Every single time I go, there's only Brazilians everywhere.
In Doral?
No, this one here in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Davy, I think it's Davy.
Davy's got Brazilians?
It's Davy and John, the place we go. We went yesterday.
In Sunrise.
Sunrise.
Sunrise. Okay.
Yeah, the one that's right by where the Panthers play.
Right.
There was so many Brazilians, so many.
Hmm.
Because IKEA, they like IKEA probably a lot. Every single time we go, I hear Portuguese everywhere. It's funny.
Okay. All right, going down the list, another hope that we had for 2025 was that non-dairy milk would outsell dairy milk. I don't know the numbers, but
there's no way.
I feel like
it's getting there, because there are so many. Like, you go to Whole Foods, Publix, you go to Walmart, their section of non-dairy milks, it's all over the place. I mean, I don't know if it's
go in the middle of nowhere, United States, and tell me.
Yeah,
that's a fair point. I mean, I have no interest in going to the middle of nowhere. I'm not going to go to Provo, Utah.
But most of the United States is small towns, right? I think if you
depends how you look at it. Like, if you're looking at population, it's about 50-50.
Okay.
Because you take the entire population of Montana and
Fort Lauderdale.
I mean, you get these political maps when they show you, all these states and counties, they're all red. But then when you do it by population, all of a sudden it's very different.
That's literally what I was thinking when I said that, and I realized I was wrong right away. The Electoral College that your friend won, he won because he carried all those states that don't have a lot of big populated cities.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. I think there's still hope. I think there are so many people who are lactose intolerant that I think that it will eventually get to a point, because the non-dairy milks are just really good. I mean, and you can kind of take your pick. Do you want almond milk? Do you want oat milk? Do you want flax milk, soy milk, coconut milk? There's so many available.
Hemp milk.
Hemp milk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, ready for ChatGPT, what it says?
Sure.
It's not even close.
Okay.
Really?
Plant-based milk accounts for about 14 to 15% of total milk dollar sales in retail, meaning dairy milk is 85%.
Okay, but there is one thing that's good that happened last year that I didn't see coming. Starbucks stopped charging extra for
That's
oat
true.
milk and almond milk.
But you know what? There is another thing. Many products are made from the regular milks. So
That's
what
true.
we
Baking.
see is what we go there and buy is like our choice. But like the cheese, all the cheese are made from milk. So all this milk production is not only for our final consume, but it's for all this industry that make cakes,
That's true.
cookies, cheese, all that stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
What's really interesting is I think a lot of us can learn from the milk industry, from the non-dairy milk industry, because they're like the only ones to really make a dent, it seems like.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of, we go to my mom's house now, Vanessa, and there's oat milk in the fridge and almond milk and whatever. And they buy almond milk ice cream bars, and I feel like it is in normal households. And I'm reading why, and they say the number one is health and digestion concerns, and it's because many people are lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is for example, in our house is half and half, because your dad drink more milk than your mom, and he drink regular milk. He make like a glass like this size for pure milk, and glug, 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 glug,
yeah,
glug.
He's never gonna change.
So that's why I'm saying it's like a half and half. Like your mom buy that stuff for her, but she also buy the regular milk for your dad, for example.
But what I'm saying is that non-dairy milk has actually made it a dent on the population. They actually have made a difference. And we see it in the grocery store. And we see it at Starbucks all the time.
Yeah.
5 years ago, did they even have almond milk and oat milk that you could get at Starbucks? 10
5
years
years
ago,
ago?
they didn't. There's no way they
Well, I
did.
know they had soy milk. They had soy milk. That was their big thing. It took a while for them to introduce oat milk.
The thing about soy milk, though, it still, for whatever reason, has this connotation like, soy milk, Even to me a little bit, it's hard for me to get over that. But dairy milk, but almond milk and oat milk, those two, a lot of people have been like, oh, I love it. They like the taste. They literally like it better than 2%, than whole milk.
Yeah.
They like the taste better.
Yeah.
Like my sister does, who's not vegan.
Right.
It's just interesting that particular segment, whatever you call it, the milk segment, has actually been able to change, where the other ones haven't so much.
Yeah. There's definitely, even though it's only 15%, it has made a dent. You can't really say that about Beyond or Impossible,
Or the cheese. You were talking about cheese earlier. It's like, what is the cheese? 0.001%?
Right.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's hope. Let's keep hoping.
And that is interesting because people will, in their coffee, they're going to want to drink almond milk with it because it tastes better. But then they're going to get a slice of cheese and get real ice cream.
Yeah.
I feel like ice cream, it's made a little dent. I'm seeing, some ice cream, but cheese, not so much.
Cheese is a tough one.
A cheese brand.
Yeah, like we discussed in last week's episode, cheese is a tough one, and it's probably the toughest. And you have a lot of people who, that's like their reason for not being able to go vegan. Can't give up cheese. I can never give up cheese. So if we have a perfect vegan cheese, maybe more people will go vegan. I don't know.
The last thing I want to say on the milk thing don't you find it weird that so many of them, I'm thinking of this stuff all right now, so many of these people will drink almond milk, oat milk in their coffee, but those same exact people eat ice cream all the time. And, they're lactose intolerant, a lot of them, and they that's why they're drinking the almond and the oat milk, some of them, but then they'll have regular ice cream and they don't care.
Yeah. I don't know the answer to that one.
Into the bathroom after. So
Yeah. Do they explode the bathroom?
anyways.
Okay, moving on, and this is another sad one. One of our hopes for 2025 was that there would be more vegan restaurants in South Florida, and sadly, it went the opposite direction. We lost so many vegan restaurants. And when we were talking about it last year, Zaley's Cakes had just closed. And that was like, we didn't know it at the time, but that was just like the first domino to fall. And others, and you, John, actually said, oh, but Planta is going to be around forever. Even Planta, which seemed indestructible. Planta.
Whoa.
So all these vegan restaurants were shutting down. Plant Pizza, which I loved. I loved Plant Pizza. And my niece Mallory, who's not vegan, she loved Plant Pizza. She liked their pizza more than regular, like real pizza. It's just very sad and disappointing that over the last year, so many vegan restaurants have closed down. 2025 was a bad year for vegan restaurants. It's the economy.
Yeah. Was a bad.
Well, it's the economy and many, many other reasons. But yeah.
Internal joke is the economy. Yeah, unfortunately, it was not a good year. I hope somewhere else open more than close. Maybe LA, maybe London. But Canada gave me like some kind of hope. Going there and see so many restaurants.
Yeah.
Vegan restaurants. I was like happy to see that. Because it's a big city, but it's not like a huge city,
Right.
And I still having so many options is amazing. So
Yeah.
give me some hope. But I don't know, Joy. I try don't think too much for don't be sad or disappointed and
Yeah.
my mental health in check.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I spoke about mental health during my solo episode, and I think it's very important. And I think it kind of does. Like if you're vegan, you have that passion, and just even for selfish reasons, you want there to be more availability of vegan restaurants and vegan food, and anything that can kind of put a damper on that, it can mess with your mental health, of course. But I'll move on from there. But kind of similarly, one of the hopes we had was the availability of vegan breakfast, because even vegan restaurants don't often have vegan breakfast.
Yes. So
Like,
here we basically don't have these options. I hear that True Vegan is going to serve, but they were not doing it at the time we went there, but they are planning to have breakfast and brunch,
Okay. I mean, imagine an all-you-can-eat vegan brunch buffet.
You enjoy to break the place. Don't do that.
That would be amazing.
Don't do that.
They have them in Brazil, Joey. It's normal. Well, it's normal in the Brazilian culture to have these kind of all-you-can-eat places.
But vegan?
There's a few we went to that were vegan. There's two of them that we went to.
Yeah.
Oh, one of them just closed though. Shit. Another one closed in another country.
Yeah, they close. But that's okay because São Paulo has many of them. And they're cheap. They're cheaper than regular restaurants. So many people, there are ones in the famous avenue in São Paulo, Avenida Paulista, that's super busy. Most of people that eat there is not even vegans because it's just a cheaper place and people can afford. So they go.
So Joey, in the Brazilian culture, they call it self-service. Vanessa always does it, and Vanessa loves it. When she worked in Brazil, they'd go there for lunch, and it's basically like a hot plate. It's like Whole Foods, like they have the hot plate, like where you can just fill up whatever you want. And and there's vegan ones because it's so in the culture in Brazil that people have made vegan ones.
That's awesome.
And also because in Whole Foods it's not affordable, and I don't think that the food is even health, to be honest. And I see that food there normally be sitting there forever, I don't know. In the practice of cleanest is not the best. I don't know. I don't like these places here. But in Brazil, I'm okay with. Everybody has their hat covered in hair, like people
Yeah.
at work and changing and gloves and all that stuff. I feel more clean than.
Yeah, Whole Foods is okay, but buffets in general in the U.S. it's a little scary. Like the Chinese buffets. Oh my god.
Well, I like Chinese buffets, but only because that's the only place where I can get bok choy usually.
Oh.
I love bok choy, but I'm not going to make it for myself, and I don't see it often available elsewhere. But in a Chinese buffet, they often have bok choy, which I love.
Vanessa, I remember we walked into a Chinese buffet, I don't know, a year ago, and we walked right out. I just
Really?
looked at some of the food, yeah. And they had some vegan options.
We try a few of them. Normally, I don't know. Maybe if they replace more the food that's there, because it started getting dry and out. That's such a bad impression. And clean the tables and the floor is something so important. When you walk in a restaurant and you feel your feet sticking on the floor, it's like, come on, guys, put someone to clean this. I don't know. This is so deep in Brazilian culture about cleaning, 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 cleaning. You can go in a really simple house.
Yeah.
That you can basically eat in the floor because it's very clean. And
not that I would ever do that.
McDonald's in Brazil is clean. It's clean. You don't touch the table and it's like sticking the table or the floor. And here I see a lot this here in regular restaurants. The vegans normally they are more. I think they care more about keep the place.
Yeah. I mean, that's also just part of the menu. The food is clean. It's clean food, clean living. But yeah, I don't know what it is about vegan breakfast because it's so hard to find even at vegan restaurants because they'll have lunch, they'll have dinner, but they won't have breakfast. And if you do go to a non-vegan restaurant that has breakfast, the vegan option will be, it'll just be avocado toast or a plain bagel and maybe there's jelly available. But, I want a vegan breakfast burrito. I want a tofu scramble. I want vegan pancakes with vegan butter, and it's nearly impossible to find, especially down here.
There's not many. There was the one in Orlando that was great.
Oh God, it was so good. Evo.
Yeah.
So here around us, Joy, there is one that is not vegan, but they have a vegan menu. That's the Milk Money. They have some good.
Milk Money closed. They just closed.
Milk Money closed?
Look it up. I just found out. I think yesterday, Milk Money closed.
Oh my God!
They were not vegan.
That was my option when I wanted.
They had options.
Yeah. Milk Money closed. It's a real bummer. It's either closed or closing, but they did post an announcement.
Well, I wanted to kind of close out this vegan restaurant conversation. Based on ChatGPT, it's not just the vegan restaurants.
That's true.
17% of restaurants close in their first year, and 35 to 49% close within a few years. ChatGPT's opinion is that vegan restaurants close more than regular ones overall. There's no solid evidence that vegan restaurants close more than regular ones overall. They feel more fragile because they serve a smaller niche, obviously, and face the same rising costs as everyone else. Demand for plant-based food is still strong. It's just increasing, met by mainstream restaurants, not vegan-only spots.
That's a little encouraging, I guess.
I think it's. I was saying this to someone yesterday that unless I had so much money or I had a big investor, opening a restaurant is not something I would do if I wanted to make money, right?
Right.
I would put that money into something else. It just seems so difficult. There's so much competition. I think Origami is great where we went to yesterday. We thought Planta is great. Like good food should last, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
And I think I think really it's because of competition.
Yeah.
And there's just too many of them out there.
Yeah. Yeah, let's our part, when we can, we have this choice to go in a vegan restaurant. Let's drag people there, like
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
no job. This trip we did a few times. We could get people.
We did.
They didn't eat; they just drink something. But at least they support the vegan restaurant because we were there.
Did they
Yeah.
have a vegan meal the whole time?
Your mom did once.
My mom did, yeah.
Yeah.
Georgiana and
Oh, they
Steven.
did in the breakfast. We went in what is a chain too, no? It's
Where did we go?
the franchising one in Montreal. The breakfast. We didn't even say that's vegan. Well, we are going there for breakfast. You guys there.
That was very good, actually.
Was-
And Georgiana loved it. Georgiana said it was the best
Yeah, she
wrap
really,
she's ever had.
yeah, she was
So
super.
it's actually a vegan franchise called Cooper Branch. It's in
Okay.
the US and Canada. I think it's a Canadian.
Yeah.
And actually it's a breakfast
Delicious.
joint. It's more of
Nice.
like a breakfast brunch.
Like the
lunch.
Orlando restaurant, the Evos.
Yeah, but it looks more like like Pure Vita or something down here if you've seen Pure Vita. But it's
Yeah.
Yeah, I
all
live by
vegan.
one.
It's all vegan. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I
none
ate
here.
there twice. I ate there
I
twice.
think it was great.
It
Yeah.
was pretty good. It was really, really good. So yeah, we force it. Sometimes people go to vegan restaurants, even though they
And that
don't.
was the best matcha I ever had, actually, so far.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Well,
Let's move
continue-
on.
yeah, continuing the list, you both kind of said similar things. Vanessa, you wanted the world to be more vegan. John, you wanted more people to go vegan or at least try it, and for people to be more open-minded toward veganism. Did that happen? I don't know. It's hard to gauge that sort of thing. I don't know. There's really no way to know. It does seem like the anti-vegan types have gotten more vocal, but at the same time, that I don't think is going to change people's minds one way or another. Someone's not going to decide to leave veganism based on that, nor is anyone, like, people who are steadfast against veganism, that's not going to make them more anti-vegan. It's just noise. So whatever. Joe Rogan wants to hate vegans, that's fine.
Don't turn on the lights next to you because you're getting dark.
They're on. I just turned them on. Okay. I'll turn another one. Okay.
Turn the other one. So anyways, we have goals and hopes for 2026.
Well, that's going to be next episode because this one's already pretty long, and there's one more thing that counts for going over goals and hopes for 2025, and has to do with vegan travel. Vanessa, you actually suggested planning a trip with our subscribers to Portland or London. So all of our subscribers, all of our listeners, let's go to Portland. Come on. We'll go to Portland or London. Let's go. We'll do it.
Let's go.
And tied into that, you both brought up coming up with a vegan weekend getaway travel company for the United States and Canada. And we can call it the Tofu Trio Tours.
I think it'd be amazing.
Well, why not? Let's focus on that.
I wonder if we could put out something to our listeners and see if they would be interested in doing that. Would they join us on a weekend to Portland or a weekend to New York or Seattle, wherever? Because we've talked about this
We
idea.
don't need to even go so far. We can start here at Miami.
We can start here where we live in Miami. I know many of our listeners live all across the U.S., Canada, other countries. Where they come in for 3 or 4 days, and we would, show them Miami, do some tours, and obviously go to a lot of vegan restaurants. We've talked about me and Vanessa, Joey a little bit, and also one of our other friends have talked about starting this weekend travel company. It's born from us going on these vegan travels in Europe. We go on, which you said many times, these vegan cruises, and there's just nothing like that in the United States.
Yeah.
So I'd love to hear from the listeners. Please tell us what you think about that. Would you be interested? Would you join us? Yeah.
what do you guys think? I don't know how feasible this is, but of creating a WhatsApp chat, a WhatsApp chat. I just talked like Brad, a WhatsApp chat, a WhatsApp chat with our subscribers and listeners. I mean, I don't know, that might just get ridiculous, but I would like to hear directly from them. Maybe we can just do that with social media, like a poll on Instagram or TikTok, and see.
I think it's a good way to make a WhatsApp chat.
Yeah.
With our listeners. Yeah, I think there is a ways to make the WhatsApp a little bit more, because you cannot let everybody talk at the same time too.
Right.
There is ways that you can make. How can I explain this? You not have to block people, but they just talk for some subject that we need to talk, or for don't have like a 2,000 messages every single day. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. The day is beautiful today. Yeah. I have this vegan breakfast today,
Well, okay, we can talk about this or maybe even as part of the goals for 2026, which that's going to be our next episode. So I think we should end this one because this one's actually pretty long.
Pretty long.
So we'll end this here. Goals and hopes for 2025 revisited, whatever you want to call it. That's it. We're done. So now we're going to move on to 2026. So for Vegans Talking Shit, I'm Joey.
I'm John.
I'm Vanessa. Oh, please don't forget to subscribe.
Yes.
Now, follow us in all our social media. If you want to send an email, yesterday someone told me that she listened to our podcast and we never say the email. It's veganstalkingshit@gmail.com. So it's pretty easy. But we don't say that. We say, send me an email, but don't give the email. So, yes, don't forget that. Please help us.
Absolutely.
I just thought of something. We could get a Google Voice, and people can text us their thoughts, too.
Well, they can text the WhatsApp group. It's better than have a Google Voice.
Well, right, but what phone number are we going to put on there?
I think you can make in a way that doesn't show these phone numbers.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I have to search about it. Let's see.
Okay. So, yeah. Vegans Talking Shit, Joey, John, Vanessa. We are out of here. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.